kind of mess we made here, huh?
Oh my gosh! Nah, it looks quite good. It's time to unveil what we have so delicately worked on last week.
It's an unveiling.
The Aircrete rafters.
I don't know how many steps are over there.
None.
When I'm walking on it, you can see it's not like scrunching in or anything. Like, it's actually pretty.
It still has a little moisture.
This is a little weird.
Still a little moisture in some of these too.
We found even like our new mix later on. It's a much better mix by far.
We used a different kind of soap solution. It took us a little bit to kind of get it perfected, but it's top notch right now.
Yeah, the new foaming agent worked really good.
Oh,
not bad. There's some of the Aircrete. Now this would be the better stuff when we started mixing it right.
yeah, with the little bubbles.
And it's pretty light.
Strong too.
What do you say?
Oh, that's on there.
Can I take your order, please?
In building with earth bags, we discovered our family thrived creatively and grew stronger by working side by side. We welcome you to be part of our family for this week's adventure.
How heavy do you think that is up there? And now it's time for the second part of the show where we unveil
Ta-da!
the beam.
The beam. This is the ridge beam that was pre-constructed and we poured from the top.
That's... Mom, do we have a bin? Do we have a bin, Mom?
How's it feel?
Good. Oh, the other side's the same way.
There's always one more bolt. One way to go. Found something now. It's still wet. You can actually see it. We've still got some time, but at least we're taking the molds off. They should support themselves now.
Came out really well, didn't it, when you took it apart?
One of the biggest, I would say, Aircrete section things that we've done.
Oh yeah. We went with a larger, what might seem like a larger beam, but it's actually set up as if it were a regular concrete beam, and that's why we needed it for the span. We're going nearly 18 feet all the way across the middle of the structure, so we need something that's got some depth to it. It's got all the steel and metal and stuff inside too.
Could be an overkill, but it's super nice, I will say.
Yeah.
You can clearly see we had no bulges whatsoever. Can't you see how smooth and flat it is?
Oh, yes, I
He
see.
says snarkastic.
So what's your thoughts on this, Garrod?
Hardly wait to get this thing up and running, making it look pretty.
These we decided to do concrete because we were thinking of holding up all the weight. We wanted to make these stronger. I mean, compare this to this,
The whole thing does.
and then you listen to that one.
It's really rock hard.
Dad said this and I really agree. It feels really solid.
Agreed.
You're agreeable today.
Yeah, I agree with myself when he says that.
Only with his decisions though.
Okay, I've made some bad ones in the past. We want to leave the plastic on, even getting an additional day keeps that moisture inside.
Gotta go that way a little bit more. Hang on. Alright. Alright. Now we'll have to flip it up, right? Is this where this goes?
It goes in there somewhere.
All right, we got one up there. I want to show you this up. Look at that. Unbelievable. Right into the Foamcrete. Fell in when it was wet. It's funny. Also too, there's this mesquite bean that also fell in. And all of this. Wrapping a present.
Bryson tore apart a corner of some of the overflow, and you could really tell on the inside, it really looked like sheetrock if you've ever broken sheetrock apart or cut it. You can see that it has tiny little air bubbles.
There's the lumpy.
Alright. And they opened it up, and it was my twin.
Yes, inside the lump was my twin.
Looks good.
Look good? But look at this, I can hold your weight. I'm running as hard as I can. Who needs a treadmill? All right, 4 more to go. This I'm gonna show you something. Okay, come here. We have water, a piece of Aircrete, area enough to float. Oh, it floats, man.
Well, this is scary. Why are you lean on the ladder?
Why you film me, Lean?
I don't know.
My favorite part of putting the roof together is the stack. When you start putting it together, it becomes real.
Turn into this 3D object opposed to like a 2D.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So it lays down on the ground and then we stick it in the air. Bing! 3D.
What was kind of neat too is interesting to see the different mixtures of Aircrete. You could really tell based on the weight. The nicer foaming that we had towards the end was not only were the beams lighter, but they felt stronger. And the other ones there in the beginning were more liquidy during the batch, and they actually turned out heavier than the more
We had to
refined
use
ones.
twice as much.
Yeah, we did, and they were a pain getting those up. I much preferred the ones we did last.
Bryson, this is unbelievable.
The amount of rain?
No, just this, what you guys have done. Look at this thing. It's gorgeous. It's unbelievable, huh, Shay? It's gorgeous. That's what I said. I'm an Aircrete hugger, except that one's concrete. I can't reach Aircrete hugger. It's raining. We gotta get out of the rain real quick.
What is happening?
It's hailing. Hey, maybe we won't have to sweep the porch.
Do you see the hell?
Yep.
What is Mom doing?
She's moving her bucket. Should I move it for her?
Yeah, go do it.
Mom!
It's going in now. Whoa.
It's a big globber things of hail. All right, Mom, I have a question.
Yeah?
Do you think the Foamcrete will withstand hail?
I guess we're gonna find out. And yes, I do think it will.
Aloha. These things are really cool. They support weight, which is good, I suppose, since it's going to be a roof. This takes a lot of concentration and balance.
Luna! I'm waiting for something amazing to happen.
This is wood. So nice. We're gonna be building this lay-on with some wood because it's a wood roof and it just makes sense to be a wood and a wood and a wood. Is that wood correct?
I would agree with you.
Okay.
Gary thought he was 15 again for a brief moment.
My 20s and 30s and even 40s, I could walk these. Lately, my balance hasn't been as good as it should be, I suppose. So I'll let the
When I
other
was
20
one, I could walk these.
Hey, before I was born, I was walking these. But before you were born, for sure.
You and your flip-flops. Oh my gosh. Who raised you?
I don't see any flip-flops. I just see feet. This is my
Safety line.
Okay.
And then when you fall, I'll lift you up with it.
Okay.
This plane right here is the intersection of how this comes across. So that the rafters that I have to continue up on this lay-on will all be at the same plane, all flat and across there. Nice bright sunny day. It's beautiful out here, isn't it?
Do you enjoy this?
I really enjoy this. Leave there, we'll
No.
It's on? Okay. Coming at you. Run it down the hill 4 inches.
And then the Bryson gets control of the saw.
Oh, you're okay. We might have a twist on this too.
Twist
Okay.
on the board.
Now.
I like going with that.
Yes.
Okay.
That is all the fort building skills. Well, I think I'll just full send that.
Nothing like a good shiner. Can't see it from my house.
Hey, can you make a bet on which direction this is pointing? Make a bet down in the description to see what it is.
Ready?
Ooh, it's so scary. Okay.
Didn't even budge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that didn't even move, Gary.
I didn't even think about moving.
That's some good building right there.
Okay, if we can, I would like to leave one up there.
Okay.
Be putting our brackets for our support amongst those beams, keeping them in place. So they'll have some L brackets, regular hurricane clips will also be going on.
Controlled fall, Bryson. Good job. You made that look easy. You can see that the tree is growing into the roof there, so it's actually that honking branch has to go. Are you leaving, Shay?
On the edges, you
Oh, yeah.
Everything is-
Bye, sweetie. Have a good evening.
Love you.
Are you leaving?
Love you, honey.
Yep.
Bye, Kay.
Love you, family.
Love you, honey.
Ready?
You gonna go for the rafters? Oh,
All right.
that didn't seem like a harsh thing.
Depends. I was underneath.
Depends. You were underneath it?
Where's the branch manager when we need him? All right, huh? That's good, bye. I'm hoping by having these branches down, we'll get less in our gutters now, because that goes out to our rainwater tank out there.
Cut a chunk out right down there. I'm gonna push it that way.
Yeah.
And we're gonna fall it in there.
I love it. That's a great idea.
Does that sound good?
Yep. Picture perfect.
Sweet.
We'll have to use that branch for something. That's a good one.
Another tree in the room, anyone?
Last one here. That's it.
Justin's on his last one.
I've only done one of these. Don't think that for a second I did all these. Dad did. If this whole thing falls down,
Put a hole in there.
Did it budge?
I don't think so.
Beautiful.
it's holding itself up.
Amazing.
Quick, get out of here! For the sake balls, go, go!
We've been watching way too many movies.
Now put it up on a scaffolding.
That's good there. We're nailing these in too. We're screwing them and nailing them. And it's amazing how this Aircrete, I mean, just accepts a nail. And we were noticing too when we were hammering on it, it absorbs. Like if I was to hammer right here, it wouldn't shatter the whole thing. It would just leave a hammer imprint, which is kind of weird.
I think that beam is amazing. It really came out much better than I thought it would.
They are using wood though. Just a little bit.
Are you coming in the home stretch?
I think so.
It'll be time to lay metal, huh?
Yeah, that's gonna be exciting.
It's an arc.
It's an arc? We're building an arc?
Yep.
It's come to my attention that this thing is massive. Yeah, we built a small deck. That is a small deck. That is our deck. Everything's better when it's big.
So what are you thinking, Gar?
It's beautiful. Humongous.
Still gotta stucco it up. That's gonna be my job.
You know, when I was first thinking about our outdoor kitchen, it was about half this size.
I doubt that. You've never thought small.
It was super fun putting the roof on because the metal roof just like, we did these huge chunks at the time.
12 foot by 3 foot.
What was it, like
Whack,
three or
whack,
four
whack.
of those for each section?
We could
It was-
stand in the shade after the first one was up.
Yeah, we're like, oh yeah, that's awesome. It's really cool.
The reason we're going with a green metal, we did green here. So we thought we would go ahead and go green here. When we get ready to do this big roof, which will be fairly soon, we'll go with that green metal. And that way we'll have some really clean rainwater catchment too. Right now, we can only use this for plants. So what do you think, Bri? Are you liking it?
I'm loving it so far.
It's beautiful.
It's good. Installing some of the wood purlins, we were kind of unsure how to attach them to the beams. We tried to do some screws and a nail, and that worked pretty good. I think we'll put some straps underneath that latch it on just a little better.
Kind of like a hurricane clip idea.
It feels like if it got a really big wind, could maybe lift up a little bit. We like to overbuild things a lot, especially when it comes to things that hang over our heads.
Oh yes.
That was the last of today's work.
That was the last of today's work. How does it look?
Looks fantastic. Just gonna do the needle nose tomorrow.
Yeah. So I've been up here the entire time. I don't know what it looks like down there, so I'm excited to come see. Oh. Wow. This looks great. This is gonna be so nice in the morning to just come out here and just chillax. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful.
Do you realize this is perfectly set up for sheeting? If we could do sheeting, it would save me a ton of work.
Yeah, I see what you mean, it would. All right, so we're looking at ridge cap now, aren't we?
So what's this, the last one?
Last one.
Oh, last one?
Now that's the last one. Finished roof. Oh yeah. I think it's epic. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
It reminds me a little bit of a Greek structure.
We should have done the colonnade style, you know?
Oh, wouldn't that have been cool? Put like our faces embedded into the pillars.
Oh, that would have been a great artwork, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and then it'd be like My Little Homestead on the bottom.
We could have went gothic. Gargoyles with our faces.
Oh, or we could have done the holding up.
Oh yes, the holding up.
Holding up pillars.
The next step is to do the underside. So we've got some sheeting that we want to put on the underside, and then we've got some stucco to be able to fill in some areas.
A little bit of finish up work.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Then we sweep it, walk away, and let it collect dust, and sweep again.
Sounds fun.
Thank you.
I have the ultimate drill attachment. You could go with a short one, but you know, that can be, it's hard to reach in a lot of areas. So my recommendation is to put one of these guys on, but not just one. We should go 2. Extra, read all about it. But in fact, we should do 3. And then after you got that on there, then we can put our end on. Now we can reach those screws that are so hard to get. Obviously, it's effective.
Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
Ready? Oh. That is a definition of a bully right there.
Here you go. You don't let the bully win.
I didn't hear the pressure.